Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's had a good Sunday. We're gonna hang out for a little while and talk for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. How's it going, everybody? So, give me a minute. I'm still trying to get some stuff set up over here. So, give me just a minute. Try to get some stuff set up, guys. So, bear with me for a second. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? So, sorry I had to adjust some stuff real quick. But, hope everybody's had a good weekend. Figured I'd go live. We stretched out to right at a mile today, and some very valuable lessons were learned. So, we'll see how it goes from there. But, yeah, I just figured I'd give a quick recap of everything that went on today. But the video should be dropping here in probably the next 10-15 minutes. So, figured I would come on here and we'll have a conversation and see what happens from there. But yeah, it was a interesting day. Really bad shooting conditions. We had a headwind that was going probably 12 to 15 miles an hour straight into us. It was a little rough. I'm not even going to lie to you and tell you it wasn't, because it was. But guys, that video is dropping. Bear with me. I kind of forgot to charge my GoPro last night and make sure my batteries were full before we ever went, and I went to go pull it out, and every single one of my batteries were dead. So I don't know if the cold air zapped them during the ice storm or what happened. So that's kind of bum. But we were definitely out there. I was running ballistic tip Hornady 140 grain projectiles with some Varget powder. CCI number 450s was my load. I'm not actually going to share load data to anybody out here. Too much liability. But my projectiles were running right at 3,000 feet per second today. So they were booking a little bit, but not too bad. I did run a little bit of a compressed load, so that kind of helped get it on out there. But like I said, that video should be dropping here in the next few minutes. But figured I'd get it posted on there and come do a live. I know we haven't done a live this week, so right now is the only time I got. So it is Sunday night. I don't expect a lot of you to come out here tonight, but we'll see. We might have a good turnout. So same rules apply that always apply to all my live streams. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. That's just kind of one of those things that we don't go into. But anything else is kind of fair game. So if you're in here, say hello. I know I got 2 people watching, but I don't know who the 2 people are. So we'll give it a couple minutes, see if anybody else jumps in here. But we'll see. So, hey, what's up? Just another day. It's super cold here today. So, how is it there? Weather warm, weather cold? Bird. I'm working on it, Alex. Give me just a second. I think I finally got him going. So, if y'all are still seeing those comments, go there and report them. I've banned him, but if y'all are seeing them, report them and shit like that. That's something that we're not gonna tolerate here, is bullshit like that. What the fuck? Remove. Hide user on this channel. Report child abuse. Okay, I think I finally got him. Okay, is that asshole still showing up in there? Because... So, I think we finally got him going, guys. But if y'all are still seeing those comments, get in there and report that shit. That's fucked up. Dude, spammers and bullshit like that, like... Oh, that's fucking irritating. Alright, good. So... Dude, whoever the fuck it was that popped in there, that channel... They hit that, whatever the fuck they were typing, it came in like 6 times. So, like, I was trying to get it blocked and spammed. I've removed them completely from the channel, so I don't know who it was, but that shit's ridiculous. But how's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. The video that I shot today is uploading currently, so... No, I know. You are right about that. Total fucking shitbag. So, I have a little bit of time right now. I just got finished editing. I did... Dude, I don't know. Like, you would think usernames like that would automatically flag on YouTube algorithm. I mean, you want to flag every single firearms video like it's a damn plague, but you have fucking assholes in here with usernames talking about stuff like that. I don't get it. So, I wish they would. I just don't understand it. But ugh. Anyways, yeah, I did goof up today. I forgot that my GoPro. So we went out and shot out to 1550 today, trying to get all of our dope out to a mile. But I fucked up and didn't charge my GoPro before we ever went. And I turned it on, and the battery was dead. So I put in my other battery. Well, that battery was dead. So I put in my third battery, and that battery was dead. So I do apologize for that, guys. It's all a learning process for me on getting all this shit figured out for YouTube and everything else. So I do apologize for that. That was kind of my bad. But we did stretch out to 1550, figure out our dope to a mile. So I think we've got it figured out. I worked up a super nasty load for the 6.5 Creed last night. It's running about 3,000 feet per second. I'd say a little closer to 3,100. I'm running Varget with Hornady 140 ballistic tip hollow points. And it screams. I didn't see any pressure signs, anything like that. But it was a good load, super accurate load. I think the group I shot with it was less than half MOA. It was a screamer, but shot really good, really smooth. My dope was a lot different with this one because it is so much faster. That it actually helped quite a bit. So typically when I'm out at 400 yards, it's 1.25 MOA or 1.25 mils, sorry. And when I stretched it out to 400 yards on the initial shot to kind of see where my dope is, 1.25 was actually high. So I turned it down to 1 mil and consistently put 7 shots center mass at 400. And then that's when I knew that load was rocking. And then we stretched on out from there. Went 400, 700, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 1,550 is where we stopped at today. And I wish I would have had my GoPro with me and would have had all the footage from it, because there was so much information that we talked about out there that would have been beneficial for everybody. I wish I would have charged up my GoPro beforehand, but that was kind of my fault. But in Tampa, it's 38 degrees and you're freezing. Well, car meets, you could come up here where we are. I think right now it's like 26 degrees here right now, with the wind coming in about 15 miles an hour. But yesterday it was 11 degrees with a 20 mile an hour wind. So, which put the wind chill at like -3, I think. -3, -4. It was cold yesterday. Oh, it's so cold. But then today it warmed up to the 40s. Felt like it was springtime. So what do we do in the spring? I agree. 80-degree winters are nice. So I grew up down there, so I understand. Everybody wears their parka in 60-degree weather. I get it. Like, I get it. Try to get some Yodis. Oh, yeah. We ended up accidentally smoking a crow today at 1,200 yards. He kind of flew in as the projectile was flying in, and just feathers go poof. It was actually kind of funny. But, it was a interesting endeavor today. One of the power lines that are out there ended up getting split in half. So there was a lot of interesting what the hell kind of moments today. You're gonna try to blow one in half with the 338? Dude, good luck. Coyotes are actually pretty hard to, I guess, blow in half. Best way I know how to explain it. I've got a 338 Win Mag that I've blown a shoulder off of one with at a couple hundred yards, but I've never been able to cut one in half yet. So I mean, crazy things happen, but if you do it, let me know. That's pretty damn coyotes. But we're starting to get bears around here more frequently now than what we have been in the past. Like, they've always been a thing around here, but they're starting to get more populous around here, so, which is pretty cool. Like, I don't mind bears. If the bears would get rid of the coyotes, that would be a better trade-off, but I doubt they will. But I don't know. All right, that works, Alex. So those of you that don't know, I did start a YouTube channel just for, not YouTube, sorry, a Instagram page just for this channel where you guys can get in direct contact with me. I'll link it in the video that's about to drop. I'll link it in there. It's probably already dropped now, if I had to guess. Well, it's about to drop, so it's bending_ballistics on Instagram. You guys can get over there and we'll, you guys will be able to send me direct messages through that. So if I will always follow back if you have a public account. If you have a private account, I'm not going to be able to follow back. So public accounts I can follow back, but private, it's not going to let me. So there is that aspect. One of you guys actually suggested that, so I went ahead and did it over there, and it kind of gives you guys a direct link to me. Those of you that don't have my personal Instagram, so on and so forth, there is that one. So that works there. But we won't spend too long on here tonight. I'm actually very tired. It's been a long, cold day. So I just wanted to drop in, say hello, see what's up with everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good week. Everybody's geared up, ready for work tomorrow. If you're off tomorrow, good for you. If you're not, I'm sorry. So, but anyways, guys, we can have a conversation for a little while. We'll go probably another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to have to hop off here. I've got a bunch of stuff to do before I go into work tomorrow. So there's that attribute of things. I have home life things that I have to take care of before I go in tomorrow. So whoever said adulting was a great thing lied to us, because all it does is cost us money and time. But have any of you guys been able to upload your videos yet from your 100-yard groups? I'm curious. I do want to get as much participation in that as we can. I know that 3D printed things aren't really worth much of anything, but I mean, I figured it would be fun. Everybody likes Baby Yoda, everybody likes Groot, so we'll send them on over there. So there is that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet at 500 subscribers. Once we get up to 500 subs, I might take a poll from you guys and see what you guys recommend for the 500 subs. We'll see what happens there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But there's a new range that's about to open up here in Kentucky. I don't know if any of you guys are near Nashville area, stuff like that, but there's a new range that's about to open up here. Should open up in about midsummer, which is going to be exciting. It's going to be a nice range, so I've had the opportunity to shoot at that range since it's been closed, and it's going to be an exciting time once it opens, so that'll be super rad once it does. But I don't know, guys. It's all going to be interesting. But hopefully we don't have any more spammers for the rest of this video. Let's hope. But you never know. Spammers seem to be everywhere. I did have to fix a friend of mine's rifle while we were out, before we ever went out today. Had to set up his optic. I meant to record it. That way I could show you guys how I set up optics and what I use to do them. So I don't do the whole levels and things like that. I've got this handy dandy set of feeler gauges here. I'll show them to you. Kind of got to be careful. These super thin ones are sharp. So I particularly don't want my fingers cut all to hell. But I've got a set of feeler gauges here. This is what I use to set up all my optics for both myself, people that ask me to set up their optics, so on and so forth, is what I use. Seems to work pretty well, because then you don't have to fight with getting the optic completely level and all that jazzy good stuff. You just slide these in on the Picatinny rail, scope base, whatever. Run your feeler gauges down through there, underneath it, set your optic where it needs to go, and send it. So it's kind of what I do. Pick these up at, I believe Advanced is where I picked them up at. They've been just total lifesaver since I started doing this. Because you never know. I've broken optics in the middle of a match before and things like that. So it's always good to keep a set of feeler gauges around. That way you've always got them. And you know when you mount your optic with feeler gauges underneath it, it's going to force it to be flat and level and so on and so forth. Just be a little careful if you're like me. Man, we all get tied up, dude. Like, I get it. It's life. We all have families and everything like that outside of here, so I understand. I guess it is just you in here, Alex. Um, but did you get everything taken care of down at the farm today? I know you were saying that that guy was supposed to meet you down there. So, I reckon it is just you in here. But, oh well. It'll be alright. We'll have a conversation. Hell, it beats texting, I guess. I don't know. I guess you're still kind of texting. At least you got everything taken care of. I really don't know what to talk about today. Like, I'm not even going to be honest. My brain's a little fried from being out there this afternoon. It was cold. That headwind was awful out there. Like, it was super brutal, cold headwind. So, but I don't know. I think I am gonna hop off here though, Alex. I got a bunch of things to do before work in the morning. So I did just drop a video from today's recap. Kind of like after action report. It should be dropping. Oh, it is already dropped. So. Oh, dude, they're super easy to use. So, how's it going, John? I did forget to record today's video actually at the range. So I forgot to charge my GoPro, so bear with that. So, John, what I do is I take my feeler gauges here, and let's say my optic requires, we're just gonna keep it simple, this many feeler gauges in between the pick scope mount and the bottom of the optic, because it's always flat on the bottom of your optics. So you lay this in there and to where it's tight while your rings are loose, and then you tighten down your scope rings evenly. So if you got 8, you go 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth, until you get them all tightened up, and then you just pull them out. But you gotta make sure that they're tight in there. And if you put a little bit too many in there, it's gonna be tighter than what it would if you have just enough. But it's just an old trick that I learned from an old timer years and years ago, and it's one of the best tricks I've ever found to mount optics where you don't have to fight with it to make sure it's level in your vise, everything like that. Like, this is probably one of the best things I've ever used. And they're also great too to keep in your range bag, because like these super thin ones, you can cut paper with them if you got to start a fire, anything like that. Like, they're super great for that too. But I use them for about everything. Yeah, the weather's kind of rough here. So I understand, John. I completely get it. But I forgot to send you a message on Instagram to let you know that I was going live, but I'm glad you caught it. I'm going to. I plan on it. I meant to record while I was setting up a buddy of mine's optic today. I meant to record it and show how I use them, but we were rushing, trying to get to the range and get everything set up for that. I had to finish loading ammo, all that jazzy good stuff, so, like, setting up the camera, changing the angles, all that good stuff. It gets to be a little time-consuming, a little frustrating to do sometimes. So, I just kind of did it real quick and showed him the trick, but I'm going to go over this. When I get my Venom it's supposed to be here on Friday. So once I get my Venom, we will discuss how I set up my optics. I also use a piece of chalk. I know that might sound really crazy to some of you guys that I use chalk on my optics, but I draw lines that way. So I draw a line to where I get my black ring all the way in for my eye relief not being far enough out. Then I draw another one when it's too far out. I draw another chalk line. That way I know if I set my optic in between those two chalk lines, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a good, clear picture. But there's probably another rifle coming to the channel very soon. Hopefully you guys will like it. Now, I don't know how this will work on the thermals like the ATN and stuff like that, because most of those have fixed scope bases on them. But it might work okay for that. I can't guarantee it, but there's always the exception, not the rule. So I don't know. I can't answer that one. But I use it on just standard optics. Like, I've used them on every single optic I own. Anything from my Razor HD all the way down to my LPVOs on some of my gas rifles. Like on my 3-gun rifles and stuff like that. But yeah. So, I don't mean to cut you guys super short tonight, but I do think we're going to hop off here. And that video just dropped a second ago, so Pulsar XM50 with regular 30mm scope, but it's thermal camera inside. I mean, it would work with that, with these feeler gauges. Like I said, I picked mine up at, I want to say AutoZone or Advanced. One of the two is where I picked them up at. They're dirt cheap. I've gone through a bunch of pairs of them because sometimes they get bent, and so I just toss them. They're super cheap, so it's nothing to get too upset about when they get bent. Like I said, I just toss them whenever they get bent. I don't have a use for them once they're bent. So, but guys, I'm going to hop off here. Check out today's video. Let me know your thoughts, so on and so forth. It was super windy. I forgot to charge my GoPro. So all my GoPro footage was non-existent because you can't record if your GoPro's dead. So there is that attribute. Yeah, I mean, if you've already got them in the shop, just try them. I would try to use some that aren't rusted or anything because the rust could affect it a little bit. But guys, I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.